Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
For the last episode of HHS In Depth, we wanted to say a big thank you to all of our seniors.
Thank you to all the seniors for being really close friends of mine, and to everyone that helped me out with Homestead Live and the Locker Report this year. I couldn't thank you anymore.
I just wanted to thank the seniors for being my guide to all things radio and TV these past 2 years. These years have been amazing with you, and when you go off to college, don't forget to visit. I'll be counting on it.
Thank you for being my mentors and some of my best friends these past few years. You guys have really left a big impact on who I am as a person, and I'm definitely going to miss you all next year.
Thank you, Jacob.
Cora.
Caleb.
Carly.
Jenna.
Nisha.
Thomas.
Thank you.
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 Thank you, seniors, and enjoy your last show.
From Homestead Media, this is HHS In Depth.
Coming up today on the final episode of HHS In Depth. In our annual end-of-the-year conversation with the principal, we'll get a reflection on the year it was with Mrs. Summers.
Plus, our former principal, Dr. Ginder, is wrapping up his first year as Superintendent of Southwest Allen County Schools. We sat down with him to talk the current state of our school district. Those stories and more straight ahead. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Cora Shaw.
And I'm Jenna Lane. And Cora, it's hard to believe that it's already time for the final episode of the year.
That's right. You and I anchored together for the first time our sophomore year, and here we are anchoring the last time together.
Well, in a tradition here on the final edition of HHS In Depth, we bring you a conversation with our principal to recap the year it was. Adjusting to her first year as principal, Mrs. Summers reflects on the 2021-2022 school year. And with the story, here's HHS In Depth reporter Carly Flanagan.
With the end of the year approaching, Mrs. Summers had a lot to reflect on from her first year as Homestead's principal. This was the first year where we started to go back to normal, and that came with a lot of hard work and dedication.
I'm most proud of our students because they did not let COVID and the 2 years prior to this, where education was far from ideal for anybody, they haven't let that hold them back. So they came back this year and they still found ways to be successful in the classroom. Our students continue to amaze and make us so proud in their caring for others and their ability to find ways to really contribute in a positive way to the community. And then the last thing I think that I'm really proud of is our amazing faculty. Students may not realize it, but teachers met during the summer and really talked about how do we help students readjust back to school. And our faculty's done an amazing job and put in hours of work to help create an environment where students could be successful and feel like we're kind of getting back to normal. So from both the student point of view and what our faculty's done, those are definitely the things that I'm really most proud of and happy about at this point.
As the construction progress approaches, returning students won't have too much to worry about.
Fortunately, the first phase really hasn't affected us internally in the building much because of where it is. It's basically not, it hasn't been attached to the building, so it has impacted things like parking and traffic flow, but not our daily lives. That could change a little for next year as they start building on the front part, which will be the academic wing. It'll be a lot closer, so I'm expecting a little more noise, a little more dust, construction traffic in and out by classrooms. That's likely to happen. This upcoming school year won't see anything that will be a major disruption to what we're already doing. The new part will start to open by second semester. That should be fully functional, and we'll have all kinds of great spaces that we haven't had in the past. We'll have an auditorium that's much bigger, additional gym space. As those new spaces open, we'll get to kind of expand into there. And so I don't think that we'll see too much of a change in terms of internally this coming school year.
With challenges like the ceiling issues this year, the question is, how will they get combated? Mrs. Summers says that next year, there won't be a problem.
They've completely scraped off the old asphalt, and they're putting down a totally new product on top of basically bare roof now. And so we've had a couple of rains in the areas they've already fixed and nothing has come through. They've already worked on the classrooms in the 500 and 600 hallway. They've begun work on the library. Hallways will be the last place, but they don't think that that would be beyond June before they'd have that completely corrected.
With the class of 2022 graduating, there are many things to reflect on. Mrs. Summers holds a message to all seniors.
I would encourage them to take moments to make mental snapshots of great times with friends and things they've accomplished this year they're proud of, or struggles they had where they were in really challenging times and they were successful. I think we don't reflect on those kinds of things as people. We tend to just keep moving forward. And if you can take those moments now, you'll be able to treasure them for the rest of your lives. You'll be able to think back to those and learn from them, but mostly just have those kind of warm, fuzzy feelings about the high school experience. Taking a few moments during the last month of school and really reflect on what it's meant to be at Homestead and how far you've come since you arrived through those doors as a freshman that was, worried about finding their way. So you can appreciate how far you've come, how much you've grown as a person. And that should give you the confidence, no matter what your post-secondary goals are, to know that you can be successful. Homestead High School asks a lot of the students, and that makes for a challenging 4 years of hard work and late nights and some stress. But what it does do, it makes you ready and able to conquer the world. And so look back, reflect on that, and go forward with confidence.
Good luck, seniors, into their post-secondary options, and to all returning students, good luck next year, and remember to have a great summer. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Carly Flanagan.
Thanks, Carly. Well, former Principal Dr. Ginder changed roles within the district this year as well.
HHS In Depth reporter Nisha Lalria is in now with a story over Dr. Ginder in his first year as Superintendent of Southwest Allen County Schools.
Dr. Ginder is finishing his first year as SAC Superintendent, and one of the tasks he was in charge of at the start of the year was the COVID response, which started out rocky but got progressively better as the year went on.
The fall was interesting. The late summer, it looked like we were going to get away with some good health in June. And by September, October, November, things had shifted, and we ended up with a good number of kids in quarantine or isolation, and that was hard to deal with. It was hard for our students, it's hard for our families, and difficult for school and education.
The state recently announced that e-learning days would significantly change for next school year, and SACS has been evaluating this situation and will soon have a resolution.
We're still working through that process. We have some advantages because we're called a performance qualified school because of our school grades. We may have some latitude, some of our other peers don't. Been on the phone back and forth with the IDOE. They too have had some issues trying to figure out where our latitudes are or what we can or can't do. We should have some information out and available for our people here within 10 days.
Since the beginning of this year, parking has been the #1 complaint against the ongoing Homestead construction project. And as it continues to advance on, the parking situation does not seem to be improving.
Parking is going to continue to be an issue as we take down part of Old Woodside Middle School, the back part or the south part of our current freshman academy. The new bus lot will be finished this summer, which will allow us to do some things differently. But we're going to continue to have spaces and places where materials and construction workers are part of our life for a number of days, and next year is not going to change a whole lot in that area.
Overall, Dr. Ginder is proud of the perseverance he has seen from kindergarten to the senior class and is excited for what is to come. Reporting for the last time for HHS In Depth, I'm Nisha Lalria.
This week has been the warmest we've had in a while. With the unbelievably warm temperatures, you can tell that summer is right around the corner. As we head into our last week of school, what can we expect weather-wise? I'll be back with that answer in a few. Attention seniors. The time has come to submit your pictures for the slideshow that plays annually at graduation. Send in any pictures that showcase fun memories that you have from elementary to high school. If you would like to see your photos in the graduation slideshow, check your email to access the Google Sheet link where you can put as many photos as you'd like. Make sure to have all your photos in by the May 20th deadline, as there will be no extensions.
Welcome back to HHS In Depth. Seniors, please make plans to pick up your diploma on either Thursday, June 9th or Friday, June 10th between 11 a.m. and 2:50 p.m. Enter HHS at door number 34. Either you or a parent or guardian may pick up the diploma and IDs will be required. Every year, there are many diplomas that are not picked up, so please plan ahead to stop by on either of the dates being offered.
Higher ed students, if you are taking higher ed courses at one of the college campuses during the second semester, please remember it is your responsibility to provide a copy of your college transcript to Mrs. Boniff in Student Services for that credit to be transferred onto your Homestead transcript and count towards graduation. Please provide that transcript no later than Monday, May 23rd.
Seniors, your college requires your final high school transcript, including your second semester grades and graduation date, to complete your college enrollment for this fall. You will need to place your order for your final transcript to be sent to your college destination at the end of this semester on parchment.com. Select the option Hold for Grades in the drop-down box after you have selected your college destination. This will place a pending Parchment order for your final transcript to be automatically sent after grades are finalized by mid-June to the destination you have chosen.
Seniors, if you are not planning to participate in the graduation ceremony on June 5th, please see Mrs. Boniff in Student Services no later than May 26th so she can remove your name from the seating chart.
All outstanding library books are now overdue. These books need to be returned to the Media Center immediately. Students will be charged for the cost of the book if it is not returned.
The French Club will be having its last meeting today. They will be hosting a bonfire with s'mores and more. Everyone is invited, but you need to go to HHS announcements page to fill out 2 Google Forms.
Any student interested in being a manager on the football team for the upcoming 2022 season, go see Mr. Harkness in room 716. Students can earn varsity letters for being a manager, and it is a great way to be a part of the HHS football team.
Students, time is running out to purchase a yearbook. Please go to yearbookforever.com to make your purchase for $50.
Get out to the second meeting of the Minority Student Union in Dr. Robinson's class, room 611, today from 2:45 until 3:30. All students are welcome to attend. They will be discussing recent events as well as making plans for next year's club.
This is a reminder that Girls Track and Field Awards will be held on Thursday, May 26th at 6 p.m. in the community room. Please enter door number 2. All school-issued uniforms must be returned before any award will be presented. Please return these to Coach Jarrett or Coach Wiss as soon as possible.
Seniors, just a reminder, today is the deadline to submit photos for a chance to be included in the senior slideshow that plays at graduation. Check your Canvas email for more information. As the end of another school year approaches for students and teachers, a much-needed summer break is on the horizon. But for some teachers, this school year marks their final year in education. And now is HHS In Depth reporter Nada DeHoop to tell us about this year's retirees. Nada?
Yes, Jenna, this year 5 members of Homestead staff are retiring from their profession. But their years here at Homestead have been memorable not only for the students they have interacted with, but also for them as educators.
First of all, I love math. So the challenge of doing the math is always intriguing to me. So when I first got into teaching, it was challenging because I hadn't taught it. So, I had to kind of figure things out. That, number one, was one thing that intrigued me. Number two, the youth of the kids. You guys are great. You come in, you keep me young because you're so youthful and you have fun, and that makes me have fun. I try to make it interesting for you guys. So I think combination of what I teach and who I teach makes it interesting.
But along with the joy that can come from retirement, the staff members remember their years at Homestead fondly and will miss many aspects of their time here.
I'm definitely going to miss the people I've worked with over the years. The energy in the building. I thought about that as I was coming to school the other day. The energy that the kids bring every day. Whether they're happy to be here or not, there's still a lot of conversation going on in the hallway. The sporting events, HHS In Depth, all of that. I've had a wonderful experience.
Of the 5 staff members, Mrs. Ranking has taught here the longest, as a PE and health teacher for 32 years. Mr. Lamping has been teaching for 27 years, 18 of them being at Homestead. Mrs. Fry taught here for 26 years, Mrs. Moss for 30 years, and Mrs. Lemke, Homestead's library assistant, has been working at Homestead for 15 years. If you see any of these staff members today or next week, make sure to tell them thank you for their hard work and dedication they have given to students throughout their time here at Homestead.
Thanks, Nada. Another one of our traditions for the final show of the year is to look back on the past 4 years and the futures of our graduating seniors on the HHS In Depth staff. Here is a look at the 7 seniors enrolled in this year's class.
So no matter what you want to go into in the future, whether it is media or whether it's something else, I think that you can really take those communication skills and those other life skills that you learned and take them into your future to be successful. It's just so amazing because it offers you so many opportunities that you really can't get anywhere else, and you also build amazing friendships along the way.
This class has opened my eyes to just how many different aspects of media involve video production. It just shows how our lives involve media, whether it's social media, whether it's YouTube, sporting events, all that kind of thing involves some kind of digital media. It's taught me all these valuable skills that I will definitely be able to use in the future in any kind of filmmaking or video aspect.
HHS In Depth has taught me a lot of communication skills and also teamwork, because in this class you really have to rely on others to help you, because no matter your skill set or how many years you've had working with cameras, you're always going to want someone next to you and always be there to help you if something else goes wrong.
This program is very special because it's a family, it's a tight bond, and everything that the program's given to me has been very special to me, and I'll use it for down my college career and down my life.
Not just the learning aspect, but the community aspect, because I feel like you make a lot of friends here, and it's just a really welcoming type of thing, and you feel like you're just at home. They're always willing to teach you things. I feel like a lot of the highlights of my day are in this class.
This program is incredibly special to me. It's been a home for the past 4 years. Every time we walk into this space, I feel like it's just kind of a safe space for everybody. I know that once I get to 5th period, I'm excited to learn new things and do it alongside my family.
Ever since being in this program, I've learned that I love making videos. I love having creativity. I love that Mr. Schenkel has been able to give us the opportunity where we can come up with something on our own, take creative liberties, and I've been able to learn how to make a video from start to end. It's something I'm really grateful to Homestead for giving me this opportunity.
I mean, when I look right now what these seniors have done over their 4 years, where we're going to be in 4 or 5 years from now is all thanks to them, because as freshmen they came in and gave their all, and then as they got older they learned new tendencies, they learned new tricks, and what they added to the show and just the program overall is just something that I can't take for granted, because I mean, look at it now, look at us now, where we've come in just their 4 years is outstanding. So each and every single one of these people will be missed.
Well, this week's weather started off much cooler than last week.
So what can we expect for the final weekend of the school year?
Carly Flanagan joins us now to let us know.
Thank you, Jenna and Cora. Today has been the warmest of all week with a high in the 90s. Be sure to wear sunscreen at Senior Activities Day as the sun will be burning. It'll get cooler as the night falls with a high of 69, which is still warm enough to want to jump in the pool or have a water gun fight to cool off. Following last week's trend, Saturday is going to be thunderstorms all day with a high of 82. The day might feel a little sticky with the humidity, but as the day dies down, the night will be chilly with a high of 54. The rain is non-stop when the afternoon hits, so be sure to stay inside. As the last week of school approaches, can we look towards summer with the warm weather and less rain? I'll be back to answer that question in a few.
All right, thank you, Carly.
Next in sports, it was another busy week for our spring sports teams here at Homestead.
Caleb Wood is in next with the Locker Report. Stay with us.
On air, online, and on the go. Listen to The Point 91 FM anytime, anywhere. The Point 91 FM, where music is the point.
Welcome back to the Locker Report. I'm Caleb Wood. With the school year winding down, the postseason is officially underway for some sports. But first, the baseball team's senior night matchup at home went smoothly for the Spartans as they won 10-4 over Blackhawk Christian. Nick Hockemeyer went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Carter Dixon went 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, and Jackson Tudor went 2 for 3 with 2 runs. Caden Trango was the winning pitcher as the baseball team moves on to 16-5 on the season. Good luck to them as they play Leo tomorrow at home. The softball team played New Haven yesterday and won 12-2. Ava Mejia got the win pitching, and Claire Landrigan went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and a walk. They will be in action this weekend as they face Belmont tonight and the Huntington North Vikings tomorrow morning. The boys golf team won the Leo Invitational last weekend. The team finished with a score of 287, led by Carson Cabe with 69 strokes, followed by Cade Cobbler with 72, Jack Berta and Ryan Parker with 73, and Noah Lance with 85. And finally, the girls track and field team won sectionals with a score of 143, followed by Huntington North with 112. Congratulations to them and good luck as they will compete in regionals next Tuesday at Indiana Wesleyan. That wraps up this week in Spartan Athletics. I'm Caleb Wood. Thank you to everyone that watched the Locker Report. It has been an incredible year for Homestead Athletics, including deep postseason runs and a state title from our girls soccer team. Good luck to all spring sports teams in the coming weeks. And Carly will have a final check of the weather in just a moment.
Next week will bring temperatures that are close to what we had this week as well. No hot Fridays like today, but the lowest temperatures will be only 64 on Sunday. The rest of the week will be in the 70s and warm throughout. Wednesday looks like it'll be a rainy day, so soak up the sun on Monday and Tuesday before the rain washes it out. Summer will officially be here just next week for us students. The first day of summer looks to be pretty warm with a high of 78, so enjoy the warm weather. This has been my final weather report for you Spartans. Have a great summer. Jenna, Cora, back to you.
All right, thank you, Carly, and thank you for watching today.
Good luck to all of our Homestead athletes and other performers in action this weekend.
Enjoy your weekend and good luck on your finals next week.
And on behalf of Jenna and the 5 other seniors in this class, thank you so much for allowing us to tell Homestead stories these last 3 years.
And one more tradition we have here at HHS In Depth is leaving you with a look back at some of our fun moments from this past year. Get ready to enjoy the 2021-2022 HHS In Depth blooper reel.
All right, thank you, Joel. And thank you for watching today.
You gotta give me like 5 seconds because I'm like sitting like this and you're like, all right, thank you, Joel.
All right, thank you, Joel was the best thing I've said this entire day.
You're watching HHS Drivers Training 2022. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Misha Lalria. I'm Sean Ross. That's Misha Lalria.
Should I say students against destructive decisions or sad?
Just say sad.
Oh, what? Don't fake the voice. You can actually say something. Oh. You almost showed the saliva. That's so bad.
Thank you. That better not go in the bloopers. Mic drop. Okay.
Oh my god.
I got my pen. I do not have a pen. Just click it right in your mic as I talk.
Like music a really bad buzzing sound. I can't believe it's the first weekend of fall.
I know, I'm so excited. You said weekend.
I said falls. It's okay.
She said the first weekend of fall.
I don't like it. Was that at parkviewfield.com. Ghost of Sport. Jacob. Ghost of Sport.
Oh. Sam? And discussing the weekly focus music topics.
So just start join in.
What the heck?
Okay. Baseball.
Luke, I am your father.
As seniors enter the college application season, many are struggling on where to start. I'm struggling on how to speak.
Yeah, we did. But like we were in one of the interviews, I had to literally hold the camera in.
The postseason. Last Friday, the football team played at home in. This was supposed to be one take.
Clap for me real quick, both. No, just one person, solid. Just. Okay.
The finest. Oh my.
We will have information about fall workouts, mandatory forms that need to be filled out prior to participation in workouts, and
My stomach hurts.
Oh.